The atrocities of the Vijayanagara Empire on the Tamil country is a contentious and complex subject, rooted in both historical records and interpretations. The period of the Vijayanagara Empire is marked by its rise to prominence as one of the most powerful and prosperous empires in South India, with its capital at Hampi in present-day Karnataka. However, there were conflicts with various Tamil kingdoms that led to destruction, pillaging, and, at times, significant violence in the Tamil-speaking regions. The Vijayanagar Empire, while known for its grandeur, cast a long shadow over the Tamil country. Their military campaigns often turned brutal, leading to widespread devastation. Temple architecture was distorted, and local cultures faced suppression. The once thriving Tamil arts and literature struggled under the weight of foreign dominance. Yet, amidst this turmoil, resilience emerged. Tamil poets and artists adapted, weaving their identity into the resistance fabric. Vijayanagara, a key figure in South Indian history, was a scholar, philosopher, and spiritual leader during the late 13th and early 14th centuries. He is best known for being a spiritual guide to the founding of the Vijayanagara Empire. Vijayanagara played a critical role in supporting the establishment of the Vijayanagara Empire by guiding Harihara I and Bukkaraya and offering them religious legitimacy. Vijayanagara was also instrumental in consolidating Advaita Vedanta philosophy during this period and is credited with several influential works in Hindu philosophy. Harihara I, along with his brother Bukkaraya I, founded the Vijayanagara Empire in 1336 CE. Initially, they were military commanders under the Kakatiya dynasty but later rebelled against the Delhi Sultanate, ultimately establishing their own rule in the Deccan region, marking the rise of the Vijayanagara Empire. Harihara I was the first ruler of the empire, and his reign laid the foundation for one of South India's most powerful and prosperous empires. Bukka, the younger brother of Harihara, played a key role in the military campaigns of the early Vijayanagara Empire. His leadership alongside Harihara was vital in consolidating and expanding their empire. Throughout its history, the Vijayanagara Empire sought to extend its control over the Tamil-speaking kingdoms, such as the Kingdom of Madurai, Chola territories, and the Pandya kingdoms. To maintain dominance, the empire often employed military aggression, leading to violent confrontations. Sri Krishnadevaraya is often remembered as a great Tuluva king who brought the empire to its height, but his expansion into Tamil territories, including his campaigns against the Tamil kingdoms of the Pandyas and Cholas, led to widespread destruction. Historical accounts mention that he crushed the Pandya dynasty, resulting in the annexation of Madurai and the destabilization of Tamil political structures. The Vijayanagara Empire's expansion in Tamil Nadu led to the suppression of Tamil political autonomy and the imposition of centralized control. The political dynamics of Tamil kingdoms, known for their distinctive local cultures, temples, and governance structures, were often overridden by the militaristic and centralized nature of Vijayanagara rule. The empire attempted to assimilate Tamil territories into its own political and cultural framework, which some local communities resisted. For example, the Kingdom of Madurai, which was a powerful Tamil kingdom before the arrival of the Vijayanagara Empire, faced internal instability after it was annexed. Local rulers were reduced to vassals, and the cultural integration between Tamil traditions and the Vijayanagara administration was not always smooth, leading to resentment. The Vijayanagara rulers, who were predominantly Hindu and often of the Vaishnavite sect, engaged in the destruction of temples and the imposition of their religious practices in certain areas, sometimes exacerbating local grievances. Vijayanagara rulers, with their grand ambitions, left an indelible mark on the Tamil country. They brought with them a vibrant tapestry of culture, blending Kannada, Telugu, Tulu, and Tamil traditions. The rulers promoted the use of Telugu in administration, which often overshadowed Tamil, igniting a cultural tug-of-war. Their patronage of classical dance and music introduced new forms, enriching the local arts. Yet, This cultural imposition also sparked resistance among Tamil scholars and poets, who fought to preserve their linguistic and cultural heritage. One of the greatest grievances against the Vijayanagara Empire's rule in Tamil Nadu is the destruction of temples. The Vijayanagara rulers often plundered and destroyed the sacred sites of Tamil Nadu during military expeditions. For example, the great temples of Madurai, which were an essential part of Tamil culture and identity, were subjected to destruction or plundering by the empire's forces. However, it is important to note that Vijayanagara rulers also contributed to the construction and restoration of Hindu temples in Tamil Nadu. Krishnadevaraya, for example, is known to have supported the construction of temples like the Virupaksha temple in Hampi and the Tirupati temple. But the dual nature of Vijayanagara's influence meant that while they were patrons of Hinduism, they could also be aggressors in the region. For the common people of Tamil Nadu, these military conquests and religious upheavals created a difficult existence. In the Vijayanagara Empire, women's roles were primarily defined by traditional societal norms, which were heavily influenced by Hinduism, caste, and regional customs. Despite the occasional political power, the majority of women in the Vijayanagara Empire faced substantial hardships, as they were bound by strict societal norms, caste hierarchies, and patriarchal expectations. Marriage in the Vijayanagara period was a central institution, but it also brought social and economic pressures on women. The dowry system was prevalent, and this often led to economic strain on families. Women had little control over these arrangements and were sometimes seen as pawns in political or economic alliances. Women, especially from higher castes, were often married at a very young age, with little control over their choice of partners. Additionally, many women were expected to remain in seclusion, especially after marriage. This meant that women's participation in social, cultural, and public life was severely restricted. While women of noble or royal families may have had access to education, most women in the empire were largely illiterate, especially those from lower castes. Educational opportunities for women were rare, and their knowledge was often limited to domestic skills and religious practices. Women in the Vijayanagara Empire also faced physical and emotional violence, often as a result of social norms or family dynamics. Patriarchy restricted their agency, and they were subject to violence as part of the control exercised over them by their husbands, fathers, or other male family members. Women's freedom of movement, social participation, and even their roles in public life were constrained by these oppressive norms. The repeated invasions, forced movements, and displacements during the expansion of the Vijayanagara Empire's power were traumatic for the local population. These events significantly altered the social and political fabric of Tamil society, often disrupting agricultural life, local governance, and trade. The legacy of the Vijayanagara Empire is a complex interplay of admiration and contention, shaping the cultural landscape of Tamil Nadu in ways that still resonate today. The impact was profound. The fusion of styles birthed a unique cultural renaissance. Today, we see echoes of that struggle in our festivals, language, and art, reminding us that culture can thrive and evolve even in adversity.